Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsten Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to episode 132, Gathering. I host a book club at my house every month. One of the main reasons it's at my house every month is because I know if we rotate where we meet, I may not show up to the meeting. As an introvert, I love the idea of a meeting much more than actually getting myself there. And once I get myself to whatever event I'm committed to, I enjoy it. And I really do love people. I love my book club ladies. We are a group of women between the ages of 30 and 80 from various backgrounds with diverse life experiences and different religious affiliations. We rotate who chooses the book, brings the snacks, and leads the discussion. The group is a community of insightful, wise, and loving women who are willing to be authentic and vulnerable together. We share insights and experiences sprinkled with secrets and personal mysteries. Reading and discussing our books every month is a highlight for me. It's such a delight. I've been reading a book called The Art of Gathering: How We Meet and Why It Matters by Priya Parker. I first bought the book when we were planning my daughter Naomi's wedding almost 3 years ago. It seemed like the perfect read as we prepared for her happy day, and it was. And it is an incredibly insightful, thought-provoking, and engaging book. It applies to all types of gatherings, not just the big ones like weddings and quinceañeras, but also work meetings, family gatherings. Here's something Priya Parker says in the intro to her book. The way we gather matters. Gatherings consume our days and help determine the kind of world we live in both our intimate and public realms. Gathering, the conscious bringing together of people for a reason, shapes the way we think, feel, and make sense of our world. Priya Parker is absolutely correct. Our lives are made up of gatherings, small and large. Family meals, work meetups, general meetings, critique groups, get-togethers, church services, sports events, concerts, Zoom calls, phone calls, text groups, Facebook groups. The ways we gather are numberless. I like to think about writing children's books as a way to create connection and gathering. Picture books and board books invite parents to gather with their children to read. We have readings at libraries and bookstores where we gather to celebrate the release of a new book or just to read for the sake of a story. Hopefully, the reading evokes emotion and discussion and processing, or just plain fun. So let's talk about how to make our gatherings more meaningful. Number 1, openings matter. This is obvious. I mean, it's the first sentence or first paragraph in a book that grabs your attention and makes you want to turn the page, right? Yet, there are so many gatherings that ignore this. Many times we start with announcements or items of business. But what if we thought about the purpose of our meetings and started with that? Priya Parker says, your opening needs to be a kind of pleasant shock therapy. It should grab people, and in grabbing them, it should both awe the guests and honor them. It must plant in them the paradoxical feeling of being totally welcomed and deeply grateful to be there. This feels like a really tall order, but simply being intentional about how we start a meeting is better than what we do most of the time. Perhaps ask yourself these questions as you plan your gathering. Why does this gathering matter? What do we hope will transpire? Number 2, gathering helps people feel like they belong. Simply being together does this. Number 3, share personal stories. Stories connect us with each other. Which leads me to number 4, which is be vulnerable. It's easier to show up in our strength than it is to show up in our weakness. But our strengths don't connect us with each other the way our struggles do. So be willing to share your thorny moments. This helps other people get past the shallow, surfacey things and into the tough stuff that makes the gathering more meaningful and more connecting. Number 5, stay curious. Perhaps ask questions like, how many of you have experienced this? How many of you have been wondering about this? How many of you have also had this question? Is this the first time you've thought about this? How many of you just realized you don't want to be here? Humor is always helpful too, right? Number 6, be flexible. Follow the cues of the group when needed. Allow people to spend more or less time on a question or topic than you originally planned. Number 7, closings matter. The clock can just stop and we can dismiss people. There have been times at book club when I've announced it was time for everyone to leave. like after an overnight flight, for example. That's not the best way to close a meeting, spoiler alert, or a book. The end is a great way to end a book, but it's even better if we have a surprising yet inevitable ending. So don't end the meeting with announcements or items of business like the date you'll meet again, and with something inspiring. For example, for book club, we could end with a quote from the book or the teaser for the next book. For other meetings, it's great to end with something about what we've learned together, or by challenging the people you're with to do something. So, as we move into the season of holiday gatherings, I want you to think about the gatherings in your life. Do you plan gatherings yourself? Do you choose to gather people to you? Do you allow yourself to be gathered by other people? Why? Or why not? Gatherings are a beautiful way to witness other people, to be seen and to see, really see others. I hope you feel seen at your next gathering. Perhaps practice seeing yourself by looking in the mirror and saying, I see you. Thanks for gathering with me on this podcast episode. I see you. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstenCall.com. That's KirstenEcall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsten Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.